All right, guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So today we're going to hop into another one of these story events. So the first two we covered, the Dragon Ball Saga one and the Dragon Ball Z one. Those ones have the free-to-play characters. There's two free-to-play characters coming from those. Now, the Dragon Ball GT and the Dragon Ball Super story events, they gotta be probably getting a support memory in part 2. Is my guess. So stages will be added sequentially. This is gonna have yep, stages added. Okay, yeah, see, because like this is just like training items. Special wallpaper is what it's gonna be. Okay. Wallpaper, interesting. Related to GT. I mean, I guess that could be cool, huh? All right, so that's what we're getting from GT. After all stages, we're going to be able to get a special wallpaper. Okay. And then we have the actual event right here. So this is going to have 2 missions. We have to beat a stage with a GT hero character. And then we have to beat stage 5. So those are the only 2 missions. So, all right, let's go ahead and jump in and see what it's going to look like. The Dragon Ball GT story event here for the 10th anniversary. What I've been doing with a lot of these videos, I really have just been rambling about like Dokkan Fests that I think that we could get like from these like portions of the story and stuff like that. So for GT, I mean, instantly Oob is on screen within 2 seconds. We could see a Dokkan Fest for like both of these, right? Like, I don't know, like it would be interesting if that Goku right there got a Dokkan Fest. I would be so curious what his name would even be, because you'd say, oh, well, Goku GT, but that's what, like, the regular kind of, like, GT Kid Goku, his name is, just Goku GT. But Oob has got to get a Dokkan Fest, man. Oob needs it. It is definitely, you know, way past his time. I think Oob, you know, has a pretty significant impact in kind of the baby fight, right? So I do think that Oob, as a character that could get a Dokkan Fest, would be pretty fire. Obviously, Majub. I think that, you know, the transformation animation we have for Majub is one of those things that could easily be completely redone. Remember, a lot of animations in the game might even look good, although that one's, I mean, not really one of them. But, like, a lot of them could be redone better, like, with voice animations. Alright, so here's where Goku becomes a kid. They obviously have a support member for that. Oh, and then that's a free-to-play character right there. It'll be interesting to see if they're ever going to awaken those cards, by the way. Like, those are the Gokus from the intros, right? There's one for Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super. Those characters came out, I believe it was for the... it was the 30th anniversary of the Dragon Ball anime? I think that's what that was for. I think it was the 30th anniversary for the Dragon Ball anime that they released those, you know, cards, which were all, you know, from the various intros. They're still only SSRs, I mean, essentially 10 years later. So, like, those are characters they could awaken at any time. To be fair, though, those cards I just mentioned, they're all available with the anniversary coins every year, and they've still, like, never done anything with them, right? Every year, those cards are available with the coins, along with the Worldwide Download Celebration Global vs. JP cards, and then, of course, the anniversary free-to-play, like login free-to-play units, which we get every year. All right, now, Legic, you know, I'd love to give a Dokkan Fest to everyone. Legic is probably stretching it. Like, you know, people get mad when I say, like, Videl is literally bottom of the barrel in terms of, like, kind of like Dokkan Fest. I don't know how to say it. At this point, I think deserving is no longer the correct word, because I think every character should get one, right? I guess including Legic. But Legic I would put on, I don't know if it's hype meter or deserving scale, whatever you want to say. Legic is, I would probably say, underneath Videl. Like, the thing about Videl is that she's not, like she could do some basic fighting and stuff like that, but she's not really, like a fighter, right? And there's not really, I mean, she's got animations, though, because, I mean, you could say the same thing about, like, Bulma, right? But Bulma's got her machine guns and her bazookas and stuff like that. And I still think that a Namek Saga Dokkan Fest Bulma would work, where she's kind of like piloting her giant robots. I think that could be kind of like a sick Dokkan Fest, like secretly, like Namek Saga Bulma in her robots, because like all the Bulma cards are like Kid Bulma from Dragon Ball Saga, right? They have like, and there is a difference in name too, right? Like I mean, I could actually just show it quickly, but like, you know, they're all the cards are Bulma Youth, except for that Namek Bulma, but she's only got like an SR. See right here, like all the rest of them are you know, basically Dragon Ball Saga. They're Kid Bulma. Bulma when she's, what is Bulma at the start of Dragon Ball? 16. I think Bulma's 16. So it's like Namek Saga Bulma's adult. How old would Bulma be in Namek Saga? Is it 3 years for the tournament? Because I think it's, yeah, it's like 6 plus 5 years basically, plus 1, I think. 6 plus 5 plus 1 for Namek Bulma. So it's essentially she's 28 in the Namek Saga, I think. I think Bulma's 28 in the Namek Saga. All right. Oh. Cannot forget about this. Don. I mean, it's perfect while we're doing this, but Don is what's playing. Well, I guess I'm saying because I gotta hit that quickly before the copyright ninjas get me. Right? It's, oh, please. I've mentioned this before. There must be some type of data. They must have some type of internal data that suggests that them adding all this music, the copyrighted tracks, like for both Dokkan and Legends, really increases like player satisfaction or something. Like they must have data with how often they do, because it does cost them money to do. Like it's not like it's just like, oh, it's Dragon Ball stuff, they could use it all for free, they could just throw it in there. That's not how it works, right? Now, by the way, okay, so this section, remember the Pan Dokkan event takes place on this planet right here, right? So that's good. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got going on right here. Let's just quickly end this fight here. So like Pan did get her Dokkan Fest. I think Pan, I mean, she's way higher on kind of like the deserving scale, I guess is what we're going to call it. Because remember, I mean, Pan is essentially the second main character in Dragon Ball GT, right? Like Pan is there, I mean, the entire time. Like even, you know, Shadow Dragon Saga is mostly just, it's Goku. I don't know. I got to go back and rewatch it. What were they thinking? Like the whole disaster happened and they just send Goku, Pan, and Giru to collect the Dragon Balls. Like I got to go back and rewatch that initial episode of the Shadow Dragon Saga. Like what? Because I know it was like, because so it's like the Super 17 arc directly leads into the Shadow Dragon Saga arc, right? Like it's like they finish the fight with Super 17 and then they summon the dragon to fix the carnage from, you know, Super 17, and then that leads directly into the Shadow Dragon Saga arc. Like I get that, but like, you know, there's a lot of warriors at that point. They all eventually show up to help Goku and Pan against you know, the 1-star Sin Shenron, but yeah. All right, so now it looks like we're going on to you know, the planet M2 or whatever, the Rilldo, the metal planet. Yeah, Rildo's got to get a Dokkan Fest, dude. I would actually be pretty pumped about that. I think Rilldo would probably be one of the lower sellers we've ever seen in the game's history. Probably. Very good chance for that, right? But I mean, dude, Goku, he has a statement that Rilldo is above Majin Buu. I mean, I don't know what he's referring to. I would assume Kid Buu, but I mean, he said, like, he says he's stronger than Majin Buu, right? So, but Rilldo, by the way, has a lot of different forms. So, I mean, they could easily do like some sort of like transformation type thing. But Rilldo, remember, has a really nasty villain link set too. So, like Rilldo, let me just quickly take a look. I want to look at the liquid metal Rilldo. Yeah, okay, so there's really only 3 Rildos. Yeah, so we have the big support one, the free-to-play one, and then this guy. This is the one I was talking about right here. So what are we looking at? Oh, geez. Okay. Geesh. That's rough. Artificial Life Form, GT Boss, Terrifying Conquers is all we got. We do have Big Bad Bosses. We do have GT, Metamorphosis. Yeah, dude, actually, oh my god, his link set. Yeah, Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest, Metamorphosis, Nightmare, Fierce Battle. GT, we probably wouldn't have too much, but like, bro, he's got the Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest, Fierce Battle combo. Like, you know, he's working well with like Bojack, Turles, Cooler, all those types of characters. I mean, they're rocking that same exact thing. So, I would love a Rilldo. I don't care what nobody says. I'll take Rilldo for sure. And then, of course, you know, so, damn, okay, we only, this initial 5 stages, and we only really covered, look, this is probably going to be like I was going to say baby version of baby, but yeah, we're going to fight baby, like in this next stage, I guess. And then I guess we'll, you know, do like grade 8 baby and stuff like that, you know, once they add stages in part 2. But baby needs a Dokkan event badly as well. There's actually a lot of GT they could cover. Super 17, I mean, he has gotten 2 Dokkan events, and he's gotten an LR, so I guess it's not the biggest deal. Like, they don't need to go back to Super 17. It's not, like, crucial. We do need a new Goku from that fight, though. I always felt like they could release some sort of sick LR or something like that from that fight. Like a final explosion Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who transforms into, like, back into base Goku, and then he does the Dragon Fist, I think would be really, really sick. All right, so yep, here we go. Here's Baby. And then Baby, of course, I think he does need a legitimate Dokkan Fest for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and take, you know, Baby version of Baby down right here. Okay. Hello, Baby. And that is that. So we do need that. I mean, a lot of the Shadow Dragons, I think we could have a very, you know, kind of like cool celebration where they gave a lot of help to the Shadow Dragons. I still feel like Ice and Nova Shenron could eventually be like an LR or something like that. Maybe like a Yellow Queen LR. They would definitely not sell very well, but it is crazy to think about the fact that Ice and Nova have had characters for both Legends and Dokkan Anniversaries. Is that not insane? Ice Shenron and Nova Shenron have been anniversary characters in both Dokkan and Legends. It's just, like, insane to say. Right? It's like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has too. Like, yeah, duh. Right? Super Vegito, Blue Vegito, duh. But Ice and Nova Shenron. and in Dokkan, oh my god, they were the worst ever. The Ice and Nova Shenron in Dokkan, oh. Every Nova Shenron has been so bad. He's been, the banner unit for in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's, the super class Nova Shenron, he has one of the worst designs on a unit we've ever seen, secretly. But like, no one cares about him, no one thinks about him, no one remembers him. But that physical Nova Shenron is so bad, dude. He's, oh my god. I don't even know what they're gonna do. I have no clue what they're doing with him. Alright, well, anyway, there's all the stages for now. I guess we'll take a look in part 2, what the special wallpaper is going to be. I mean, I, for one, am excited to see it. I do like wallpapers. I was excited to collect a couple of new wallpapers from the Dokkan Chronicles shop, right? Which were not available previously. So let me know what you guys think. See y'all for part 2 for more stages.